There is a difference between a boss and a leader. Grace and peace, everybody. Welcome to Sabbath School Study Group. My name is Chris Bailey, and we're looking at the rulers of the Gentiles, talking about the nations here in part number 1, and seeing how when we think of a nation, obviously most countries have leaders, a body or a people or even a person who's responsible for shepherding or stewarding that country. But the way that we are called to lead is much different as Christians than how the world operates in a boss mentality. Here in Matthew chapter 20, verse 21 and 24, Jesus says unto her, this is the mother of a couple of his disciples, "What wilt thou?" or "What do you want?" She saith unto him, "Grant that these my 2 sons may sit on the one hand thy right hand, on the other on the left, in thy kingdom." And when the 10 heard it, the other 10 heard about these 2 and their mother, they were moved with indignation against the 2 brethren. Wow. So indignation amongst the brethren is nothing new. Problem is nothing new because it's the same old human nature. God knows that there's a man and there's a part of us, the old man, who wants to be like God, who wants to get God's shine. But Jesus came to re-educate and to introduce a new way of leading. And that was to be an example rather than being exalted. Hey everybody, if what you're hearing is a blessing, glory to God. Be sure to hit that like button. And of course, let's stay in touch. You can do that just by clicking subscribe to the channel. And not only is this study here, you can go to the website where there are videos, thousands of videos just like this, changeministry.org. And then finally, the only thing better than being screen to screen is face to face. We'd love to come to your church, your school, or group, even at our own expense if necessary. So to get that started, all you have to do is send us an email, and that email address is contact@changeministry.org. In John 13, Jesus rises from supper. He gets up from this Last Supper, and he lays aside his garments. He takes a towel and he girds himself. And after that, he poureth water into a basin and began to wash the disciples' feet, and to wipe them with the towel wherewith he was girded. Jesus got up to get low. And it's really metaphorical to where Jesus has gone on to glory to be our intercessor, to get low, and to continue to serve us. For our sake, he came to save. And he shows that the example he is setting, that in order to be a leader, we lead by example. We serve. In other words, we find greater joy in giving than we do in getting. And again, by the time Jesus gets on the other side of this situation, when he's talking to them, Jesus called them unto him and said, "You know that the princes of the Gentiles exercise dominion over them, and they that are great exercise authority upon them." Not for them, but authority upon them. "But it shall not be so among you. But whosoever will be great among you, let him be your minister. And whosoever will be chief among you, let him be your servant." In the eyes of God, every true Christian is a minister. All Christians are called to serve. And it makes sense because as a Christian, I've gotten everything that heaven and earth can offer when I've accepted Christ. I'm full. I am blessed. I am saved. So now I'm in a position now to extend or to give what I have gotten, to share what God has shown. And so being a servant or being a minister is the natural extension, the natural reaction, I should even say the supernatural reaction to God's supernatural salvation. Let's serve. So much of the issue, so much of the battle that's going on in our churches today is because we are people who are trying to be a boss rather than remembering, you know what? I'm blessed. Let me serve.